What's going on, everyone? It is Friday, so that means you know what time it is. It is weekly recap number 65. I am Jake Dunlap, CEO of Scaled, and this week, my friends, I've got some really fun stuff to talk about. Barbecue. I had a chance to complete Aaron Franklin's masterclass. I'm gonna talk a little bit about B2B buyer stats and where we think the B2B market is going, how buyers are changing, and then I'm gonna leave you with a fun little challenge for the end of the week. So make sure you make it to the end. This week's Jake Take, I'm talking passion plus vision plus ambition equals success.
Is passion something you naturally have, or do you learn it?
You naturally have it.
Can you be successful without passion?
No.
Without grit?
No.
Without ambition?
No. You can be mediocre. You can be okay or serviceable, but you cannot be all time if you don't have passion, ambition, and vision, right? Vision means your unique take. So that is my take for all of you. What are your thoughts? What do you think about passion plus vision plus ambition equaling success? This week in Awesome, I'm very excited to announce my own personal accomplishment where I completed Mr. Aaron Franklin's masterclass in Texas slow cook barbecue. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have a lot of picks from this. And let me tell you what I took away from this. That all of the things that you think look easy come from someone who is obsessed with whatever it is they do. So the reason I sit here and I talk about sales is because I'm obsessed with it. When you hear Aaron Franklin talk about how to present a fire, like there's literally 3 chapters on just like how to make fire. You're like, I didn't not even know that this is a thing, right? The guy is obsessed over this stuff. And so for anyone out there, my big takeaway is that if you look at anyone at the top of their game, they are obsessed. And I gotta tell you, the guy also puts out amazing barbecue. So this week in the news, Gartner just released a study surveying B2B buyers, and 77% of them said that their latest purchase was complex or difficult. My take on this is that as we've made roles more specialized, we've started to take the ease of continuity of having that one person who kind of knows everything away from the process. So you have an SDR who gets to know these qualification things, these things I might care about. They hand me to an account executive. Then I've actually got to go live or get onboarded with your product. I've got to have all these different conversations just to go live or to do some type of pilot. 86% of buyers, though, are willing to pay more for a great customer experience. So my friends, the thing I want to leave you with from this study, because I think it's so important, is like, do we actually have the right process to optimize revenue today? Is there maybe a world where we can charge a premium and afford to have one person stick with that deal or go into parts of the deal? A lot of the comp plans that we're talking to our clients about are maybe compensating salespeople part upon the actual purchase and then part about actually going live to try to create that continuity. So again, I want all of you to start to think about the buyer experience. People are willing to pay more for it. They're getting sick of the process. So is there a way that you could reimagine those handoff points to make the experience better for all of your buyers? In this week's Ask Jake Anything, remember, hashtag Ask Jake Anything. We've got a question from my man, Michael Peterson. Michael says, Jake, what are you passionate about outside of work? Are there any passions, hobbies outside of sales that can help you with sales? So my feedback would be this. Any passion or hobby can help you with sales because it can give your mind a release. You come back to ideas that are fresh. You know, for me, I've got a family, so my hobbies are really hanging out with the family, watching the Chiefs on Sunday play football, depending on the week. Sometimes it's like an anti-hobby. But for me, I feel like you gotta use passions and hobbies to recharge and come back to work fresh, right? It's like that great night of sleep that you have where like your brain does some type of like weird hard reset and you're like, why can't that just happen every time? Don't really worry about what your hobby is. Just make sure you have something outside of work to where you can get that escape and get focused on doing something different. That is this week's Ask Jake Anything. Remember, hashtag Ask Jake Anything, and I'll do my best to answer your questions next week. This week's Get It Done. And I want to say I really appreciate, I cannot actually believe how many people are actually out there, you know, DMing, dropping comments that they're going out and making a difference. So keep getting it done. And for this week, earlier we talked about values and missions. And one of the most important exercises I ever did, and my Get It Done for you this week, is to write down your 3 to 5 core values. What are the things that you actually care about? What are the things you're actually passionate about? And then I want you to really sit on those for a week. I want you to come back to them, refine it, right? Come up to where you have kind of your own little personal values and mission statements. Maybe it'll take a week or 2 weeks. And then my real challenge to you is, are you able or willing to change everything else? I think so many people get hung up on ego or pride that they care about everything. But step one is you have to know what your core values are. So for all my friends out there, if you want to get it done, I want you to write down your core values. Try to turn that into a little personal mission statement about what you're here on this earth to do. Come back to it in 2 weeks and comment below, DM me on your value statement once you have it. I'm happy to take a look. I'm sure everyone would enjoy you sharing. This is the weekly recap. I'm out.